Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of MagicReviewed.com, and I'm angry again. What is the deal with cheating in the ad copy and the video trailers? Why? Why do you guys do this? Pocket change, SansMinds. I don't know what I'm going to give it for rating. I've already written the written review, and so far it says 2.5 stars, Stone Status of Grubble. I don't know. I don't even know if it's worth a grubble. The problem is there are 3 good effects on here that have good methods and that do live up to the ad copy, but there are 2, there's 5 total, there are 2 that do not. So let me go through each one individually. I gotta look at my notes down here. Gravity Transpo. This is the one where I'm 99.99% sure they cheated on the trailer. And the problem is they didn't have to do that. The effect looks very, very close to what you saw in the trailer. If you watch the trailer again, it's the one where he's holding a penny at his fingertips and he sort of taps the back of his hand and suddenly it's a Canadian toonie. It's just a bigger coin. The way that method works, I'm half tempted to expose it here just to get these guys to knock it off. In fact, I'm going to. How do you like that? I'm exposing right now on MagicReviewed.com. Here's basically what happens. You've got a bigger coin finger palm. I'm using the old mechanic industry coin here. And then you're holding a penny at your fingertips, like so. So it's hidden behind here. And all you do is you let go of this coin, and I can't do it that well. It's going to take some practice. But basically you let it go, and it falls into place, and then it's at your fingertips. Okay? Now go grab 2 coins and try that. Okay? It takes some practice, and I'm not going to give you all the finer points of the handling. Go try it and get a sense of how it feels, how it looks. Then go watch the trailer. You're going to see they cut like maybe a frame or 2 or 3 frames out of it to make the appearance look more visual. It still can look pretty good if you do it right. And again, I don't know what this is going to look like here. I can't do it. But there. I don't know. That looked okay, I guess. But again, I've never practiced it. I just watched the video a few minutes ago. But the point is this. You go see it on the trailer. And I actually downloaded the video of it, the trailer from Murphy's. Pulled it into a video editing software, and I watched it frame by frame, and it's clear. It goes from that penny to the big coin, and there's no break in there. Typically, something like that, you would actually see the bigger coin drop, at least as it's partly, so I don't know if I'm making sense here, but as the coin is hidden behind your fingers, you would see maybe part of it, and then all of it, if you watched it frame by frame. You don't see that. It's an instant thing. It even looks like magic, real magic, as you do it frame by frame. It's impossible the way that is. So they had to have cut out a frame. Now, I can't prove it, and I'm happy to be proven wrong. In fact, I hope I'm wrong. I'd hate to think that people are doing this kind of crap. But what it looks like to me, they faked it. Bottom line is, that's actually the beauty of that effect is you could borrow a penny, and if you're in Canada, borrow a toonie. In the States, it's harder to borrow a big coin like that. I fiddled around with the quarter, and you can kind of do it with the quarter, but it doesn't look as good. But the idea is you borrow 2 coins, and that's it. You do the trick, and you could have those coins signed. And it does look pretty close to what's in the trailer, but they cheated. That's annoying that they cheated. All right, so next one. Whew. Dual transpo. That one actually is very simple. You can't. It's not impromptu, which also violates the ad copy. But it's a penny at this finger tip and then a quarter here, and then they switch. If you're familiar with 3-fly, it's using the basic same idea. You know what I'm saying here? But you have to be prepared with 2 of your own coins. So visual effect, good method, not original method, not impromptu. They also make the claim on the video that all you need to do is borrow coins and go. So there you go. That's 2 of the effects. Blow vanish. This is the other one that's got me up. The hair on the back of my neck standing up, and not because I'm scared, but because I'm ready to fight, ready to pounce. I'm like a cat, except for cats are evil. So I'm like a rabid dog. That's what I am. Anyway, not dual transfer, blow vanish. Okay. This uses, you know what? I'm not going to expose this one. And the reason I'm not going to expose it because there's a slight possibility that I'm wrong on this. Okay, I'm so sure that I'm right on the gravity transpo that I don't have a problem exposing it. But on this particular one, I might be wrong. But it's a coin vanish where you have the coin here, and then it vanishes. You see this in the trailer, and it uses, you probably know, it's using the pinch vanish for part 1. That's pretty cool. But then you go into this display where your hands are apparently empty here, and you do this kind of thing, and the coin's gone. To get the coin into position is very tricky, and it's one of these kind of deals, so I'm not going to actually have a coin in my hand. But you make the coin vanish, and again, imagine I'm holding a coin, because if I really held a coin, I'm going to expose it, and I don't want to do that. But then you have to maneuver this coin into a position, and as you're maneuvering it, you're having to adjust these two fingers, ring and pinky, and then tilt at different angles, and I'm literally, you have to do this kind of thing while you're doing it, and all the while getting the coin in position. It's so angle sensitive that you can only do it for somebody dead on, number 1, but number 2, even then, if that person twitches or they blink or they look, just move the hair the wrong way, they're going to see a flash of the coin. Every time I've practiced it, and again, I wasn't practicing it to be able to perform it. I was just walking through the mechanics of it and breaking down the angles of it and stopping and seeing where the coin was and what the eyesight level was looking into a mirror. And I never could get a perfect one where you never saw a part of the coin. Now, that being said, I'm happy to be wrong and admit that, you know, the Herman who performed it on the video is just way better at it. I mean, he's mastered the ability to maneuver his hand the right way at the right time to get everything down. Let's say that's true. Let's say he's just mastered it down cold. You still can only do it one-on-one, dead on, because the angles are still very sensitive. But what I'm thinking happened, and it looks like it, again, I slowed this down frame by frame, and it looks like at this one particular moment where you're most likely to get the flash, they cut out a frame. Probably because he flashed. They probably just couldn't get a good shot of it because it's so angle sensitive. Now again, I don't make these claims lightly where I'm accusing people of cheating. And I hate to say that about another human being, and I really, really hope I'm wrong. And if I am, SansMinds, let's do a web conference and show it to me live on a web feed so that I can see that I'm wrong. And if I'm wrong, I will change this review. I'll make another video. I'll apologize. I'll do whatever I got to do. Okay? I'll rewrite the review, and I'll give this thing 5 stars because those two things aside, this is a really good product. Okay, now let's move on to Blow Vanish 2.0. This is the first one on here. Blow Vanish 2.0. This is the first one on here that's actually, I think, a reasonable one that's doable, and it lives up to the ad copy. It's completely impromptu. You borrow one coin and you go. But the problem is when you do so you imagine you're holding I can't remember exactly how they're holding it. I think he's holding it like this. And then after the vanish is done, you're holding your hands like this. I wonder where the coin is, right? I'm not doing it, but that's where you're at when you're done. But then afterwards, you go from that position to back to this position, reproducing the coin. So it's a quick little, here's a coin, it's gone, and there it is again kind of a thing. It's quick and visual and simple, and it lives up to everything they claim. It's just, I don't know how good the method is, frankly. Last but not least, inked. Okay, now the ad copy says that this is a fun collection of impromptu miracles. Very similar wording to that. I don't know if I'm quoting it exactly, but something like that. It also says, and this I will quote because I have it right here, you'll be prepared to, let's see, coins are always around you, and every effect here can be done with borrowed pocket change. Lie number 1. This trick cannot be done with borrowed pocket change. You'll be prepared to blow people's minds anytime without worrying about carrying fancy props on you. Lie number 2. This trick requires you to have a special gimmick created by SansMinds. Surprise. Now, if they would have included it in the DVD, maybe that would have been a better deal. But they didn't. But even if they included it, it still is requiring you to carry around a special prop. Now, having said that, the effect and the method are very legitimate. They're very doable. It's probably the best trick on the DVD as far as method goes. But you have to have this special gimmick. I don't know how much it costs. I didn't do the research or anything like that. You also need a regular Sharpie pen. So you need those two things on you to do this trick. Okay? Well, actually, the Sharpie pen you don't need on you to do the trick. You need it in advance for the preparation. you need to prepare your own coin in advance, and it takes 5 seconds to do the prep work. So if you've done the prep work on that, fine. But then during the performance, you have to write on the coin with their special pin that you can buy from SansMinds. Here's the other thing. The way they present it is you ask the spectator to take out a handful of change and you borrow a coin from them. We actually just load in your gimmicked coin and use that. Well, that means they think it's their coin, which means you have to give it to them when you're done, which you can. It will be examinable when you're done, but now you've lost your coin and you can't do it again. So you have to carry around a pocket full of nickels that have all been prepared if you're going to repeat this effect. So if they left out the word impromptu on this thing, these are great effects for the most part. Even the gravity transpo, where I think they cheated in the trailer, that still is a good effect with a good method. But the fact that they cheated just ticks me off. And again, I might be wrong about that. Anyway, I'm not going to leave the star rating on the video because it may change by the time I publish the video. But right now, I'm leaning towards a 2.5 star rating with a Stone Status of Grubble. The thing that's killing me is I love the concept of this video. These aren't things you're going to do in your show necessarily. These are like you're hanging out with friends. They know you're a magician. Like, hey, show me something. You're like, great, you got any change? Grab a couple coins and you go, and you don't need any prep work. That was the concept, and they missed the mark in a couple places. The one where you have to have your own coins in advance, which is dual transpo, they missed the mark there. And the ink, they really missed the mark because you need the special pen, you need to have a coin prepared and all that. So, off the rant, guys. Sorry about that, but man, this kind of stuff frustrates me to no end. I'm to the point where if I see another cheated trailer, I'm just going to automatically give it 0 stars, even if it's the best trick and method ever. I'm tired of it. Maybe these people will listen to me and they'll stop. I don't know. Anyway, I'll tell you this much. Paul Harris actually approached me after I gave a bad review to one of his products, and he asked me if I'd be willing to look at his stuff before he released it so that I could give it a critique first and he could make changes before it went public. Paul Harris, that's awesome. He's one of my idols, and here he's calling me wanting my opinion. The reason I bring that up is not to brag or anything, but the point is he's listening to reviewers, or at least me anyway. And I never met him before. I've still never met him. I just randomly got an email from him one day. And he has sent me some stuff, and I've looked at it, critiqued it, and he made changes. That's what this is about, guys. You need to, you producers out there, take a book from Paul Harris's, what did I just say? Take a page from Paul Harris's book is what I was trying to say. Because he is listening to the reviewers, and hopefully I'm the guy or one of the guys that is the liaison between the producers and you guys buying this stuff. Anyway, I thought I was off my soapbox, but I guess I'm not. So, any producers watching this, take a page from the book of Paul Harris and listen to the reviewers. We're tired of peddling crap, or letting you peddle crap without being called on the carpet for it. So, stop cheating on your ad copy. Stop lying on your ad copy. Stop faking your ad trailers. Put out a legitimate product with good sound methods and effects that work in the real world. And you'll get a killer review from this guy. Enough of that, guys. On to the random iTunes song of the moment. Maybe it'll be some angry music like Angry Again by Megadeth. No. Lightning crashes. That's good enough for me. It's loud and obnoxious. Not the song, but the event, lightning crashing. Anyway, that's live. Lightning crashes, and I'm angry and riled up, guys. Hopefully on my next review, I will be in a better mood. Peace out.